Hey, how's it going? Okay, so here's how we fill out the seller financing addendum. I have the seller financing addendum here. I'm First thing we want to do is make sure we have the address of the property in the address bar. So it'll say address of property. We type in the address of the property. I typed in 1234 ABCD Street, Houston, Texas 77083. That's not a real address. I'm just making one up for this video. Then we want to put 7 days in the timeline here for the credit documentation. And then we want to click verification of funds on deposit in financial institution. Then for the promissory note, this is where we get into the terms of the loan. Let me go back and explain this. Okay, so credit documentation, verification of funds on deposit means we'll show we have funds. We'll show a proof of funds. For promissory note, section C, that's right where we're going to write the amount that we're going to be financing. So let's say we're going to put 5% down, which would be standard. 5% of our total offer will be put down, and that's to go towards closing costs. And the note will be 95,000. And I don't think you need to put zeros in with the forms. 95,000 for the note. Now, if we actually don't select that. If we're doing like a regular loan, we do number 2. A regular loan in America is where you're paying principal and interest. Not interest only. Interest and principal. So we'll say monthly payments of let's say $1,200 a month, including interest, beginning September 1st, 2020. So 9120. Thereby after, for let's say this is a 30-year loan, so 12 months times 30 years is 360 months. 360 months. Now, that's how we fill it out for a regular loan. And then you just put the address here, 1234 A B C D Street, Houston, Texas, zip code. Okay. Then make sure on section 2 here it says escrow not required, rather. And then make sure on section D, number 1, it says consent not required. And what that means is we don't have to ask them if we want to sell it, if we want to lease the property, or any of that. We just do what we want to do because we pay the money. And that will be all. So you can send these unsigned. Sometimes if you send them unsigned, it will make the buyer think that the offer might not be guaranteed, so they might want to try and push to make the offer happen now. It's better if they come back and say, hey, sign, will you make sure that signature and initials are put on this document? Because then they're chasing us. When they're chasing us, that's showing that they're interested in making the deal happen. That's very good. We like that. So the other condition is if you have an interest-only loan. In that case, you would delete all this stuff here. Interest-only installments for, let's say it's a 5-year interest-only loan. So 5 years times 12 months equals 60 months. Installments of, I'm just saying hypothetically, $800. Including the interest. Beginning 9/1/20. Thereafter, the date of the note, and continuing monthly thereafter for 60 months. So that's going to say how long our loan is. Great. So that's the terms of an interest-only loan. Now, if you're doing an interest-only loan, here's how you calculate what the payments will be. Find out how much we're going to be paying in the promissory note section, and then multiply that by a percent, of whatever percent our interest rate is on the loan. So if we have a 3% loan on a $950,000 loan, if we have a 3% interest rate on that, that's looking at about $2,945 would be the interest only amount. So the equation would be promissory note, and let's say this is 3%. Make sure you put the interest rate in. The interest rate is what we negotiate with the agents over our emails. So 3% of that would be the total interest you pay for a year. Now notice here it says in section C, 3% where the cursor is. 3% per annum. Annum means year. So 3% a year, meaning in the total 12 months, 3% interest is going to be paid on the property. That's what it means. So for you to calculate the monthly payments for section C1 or C2, if you're trying to calculate the monthly payments, let's just go for three rather. So if you're trying to calculate what the interest payments are going to be, just get the interest rate, turn it into a decimal, multiply it by the promissory note, and that's going to give you your answer. So in this case, $95,000 times 3% is, let's say, $2,950. That's the interest only payment for the year. Now, to get that per month, we divide that by 12, and that would come out to about $150. I'm estimating. So all of this math, it didn't put down 20. All of this math, if you have questions on it, feel free to reach out to myself or Lizzie. Preferably Lizzie. I'm gonna make sure she has it understood, and cause she'll, I'm sure, be asking questions to get clarification, which is awesome, cause she's very good at what she does, and she'll be able to help you with what we're doing. Awesome. Take care, guys. Bye.